Hello there! I am very orange today. Welcome once again to our daily Limbus company stream. How do you do, acidic trauma? Here we are. Now, I am orange because I had to replace the light bulb. Oh god, I looked directly at the light bulb. Ow, my eyes. I had to replace the light bulb in my room, and now I am very orange. I will try color correcting this later, but yeah, orange G4. Orange, yellowish, I don't know what to call it. In any case, today, since yesterday we did the Wuthering Heights, I think it's fair that today we do Edgar family. And so I already leveled them up to level 60. We are going to be taking a look at them as in the usual fashion before we delve into the dungeon once again. So let's begin. Oh yes, I'm very orange today. When I went to the store to, buy the new light bulb, I was deciding between getting another LED light or an incandescent light. I decided, I want to try an incandescent light. So incandescent light it is. It's very bright. I don't even have to use a ring light I have around my camera anymore. Because if I do, hold on, let me see how it looks. It kinda gets a little better. It kind of makes me a little bit better, but not enough. No, it doesn't. I already have a headache because I've been staring at the computer for a long time these last few days. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, Edgar family, we have 3 IDs today to take a look at. That is Ishmael Maid, Ryoshu Maid, and Gregor. It takes away from the orange. The problem is that I don't want a bright light in my face. I will try to color correct the orange with the filters later, but I changed it today. I hadn't time to test it, so it's gonna be orange today. Anyway, 3 IDs to look: Maid Ishmael, Maid Ryoshu, and Edgar family heir Gregor. It's still kind of crazy that battle maids are a thing in the city, because of course they are, and they are very effective. Anyway, starting with Ishmael, she is a poise sinking unit. Poise sinking unit with, that is, strong versus blunt, weak versus pierce. She has 3 sloth, 2 gluttony, and 1 gloom with a gloom evade. Her passive is 5 owned gloom, so 5-0 gloom. Oh, here are my little sheet. I don't know where to put my glasses, so good luck with that. I keep a case always around in case I need to switch glasses, because I have a different pair of glasses that I don't use on stream. But it's always needed to keep track where they are. I'm not going to lose my glasses again. I paid for this, good money for these, so. Anyway, her passive is 5 owned gloom. If this unit critically hits against targets with slower speed than these units, inflict 1 additional potency for negative effects with its skills 3 times per turn. Very nice, very similar to Faust and Butler Otis, where they can inflict more once they have the passive going on. Since it's the own passive and not a resonance, there is no reason to keep this written down, because it will automatically activate whenever we need to. Let's start with skill 1. It's another 11 roller. It's a blunt skill. It's an 11 roller, a 3 + 4 + 4. If this unit speed is faster than targets, gain coin power. So if faster than target, +1 coin power. Turning this into a 13 roller. Seems to be very the average, really. As I'm looking at all these IDs and all these mirror dungeons that I'm doing lately, and I'm looking at, yeah, all these skills seems to have a baseline of 11, and then goes 13, 16 in some cases, and then up to 20 above with skill trees, which is nice. On use gain poise, on hit gain poise, inflict sinking, inflict haste. Very simple, very good, nothing real crazy here. Maybe we try to avoid the crabs today, hopefully. We go unless I spend specific Starlight to get on specific packs, the crabs are always there to surprise me, together with Rose Spinner Workshop. Her S2 is a slash it is a 14 roller. It's a 4 plus 5 plus 5. If the speed is faster, coin power plus 1, same as her S1, turning this into a 16 roller. Now, it is very nice that it specifically says that only if the speed is faster, so you don't have to reach some magical number of speed. It inflicts poise, it gains poise, it gains poise, inflicts haste, inflicts bind, defense level bonus, defense level down, and force sinking. Very good. And finally, her restraining technique, which is a 4, 3, 3, 3, that's a 6, 9, it is a 13 roller. Slash 13 at 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. If this unit speed faster than the target, gain coin power plus 1. What should I use for a mirror dungeon today? I don't know. I can't tell you what thing to use because I don't know what units you have available. This is a very weak skill. Now I'm looking at it. Hold on, let me just finish here. It is a 16 roller, which is very much on the low side for a S3, even for a unit, double O unit. It gains poise, it inflicts sinking count, that's pretty good. Inflicts true sinking, to bind, 1 slash fragility. Now this is particularly weak skill. I'm gonna be honest, Ishmael, you're not doing too good here. Have you tried a poise thing? Have you tried Blade Lineage? Do you have Blade Lineage? This Leo Association Blade Lineage is probably gonna be the next ones. Or Solo Gambler Honglu. Anyway, this unit is quite weak. I'm going to be honest. She has only one conditional for coin power, and it's a single power. And while her skills have 2 coins and then the last one has 3, it's quite weak. The maximum roll for this is 8. I guess she does apply a good amount of sinking, and that would have come very handy for the Wuthering Heights team on the last stream. I guess they're made to be used with each other, but that's not the point here. We're following the trait keywords here. This is a very weak ID. I don't like it. Very, very, very weak. Sorry, Ishmael. Seems like you're not cut out to be a maid. Let's take a look at Ryoshu now. There we go. Ryoshu is a pure poise. Got it. Pure poise. She is strong, weak against pierce. Strong versus blunt. Much like Ishmael, right? Yeah, much like Ishmael. So we want to avoid the crabs as much as possible because they inflict a lot of pierce as well. Let's check her passive. It is a 3-0. Oh, I forgot to see her block skill. That's right. It's a glue. It's a lust evade. Not really nothing crazy. 3 lust, 2 pride, 1 wrath with a lust evade. There we go. Her passive is 3 old pride, which we can easily activate by ourselves. See, on hit against targets with Butler's Mark, gain 1 poise count, gain 1 haste next turn. On crit against targets with BM, eliminate BM on target. Then, if this unit speeds faster than the target's deal plus 10% damage on critical hit for every 1 speed difference, a maximum of 6. Not bad at all. It's extra damage on critical hit, but it does get rid of the mark, which is, you know, suboptimal because she has very good things she can do with that mark, if I recall correctly. Let's get a look at her skills then. Skill 1, slash, 11 roller. It's a 3 plus 4 plus 4. If this unit speed is faster than the target's, gain Clash Power plus 1 for every 2 speed difference. This is already somewhat worse than Ishmael because it's pure Clash Power. Clash Power for every Maximum of 3. It's just pure clash power. And clash power is not more damage. It inflicts true Butler's Mark, gains poise, Butler Mark. And hence Edgar family Chief Butler heroes skills against targets with this effect. I guess only her skill 3 does that, because I don't see anything on her skill 1. In skill 2, it's a slash. It is a 14 roller, par for the course. It's still on the weak side, but let's see that the passive. The conditional, sorry, I'm getting my words jumbled up today. If this unit speed faster than the main target, gains clash block plus 1 for every true speedest, max of 3. Same as the first skill. Combat start consumes 6 poise count on self to gain true attack weight. It's poise count too. Interesting. Consume 6 poise count. True attack weight. So it can become a AoE as long as she has enough poise count. But her skill 1 gives 4 poise count, so we need to activate it twice to get it working. And it inflicts a lot of Butler's Mark. On a critical, it inflicts more. Skill 3. Now, skill 3. It's also a slash. It is a 15 roller. Wow, that's pretty weak. So 4 plus 7 plus 7. No, not. I swear to God, I can't do math today. That's not a 15 roller. 7 plus 7 is 14 plus a 4. That's an 18 roller. Okay, still on the weak side. All right, if the target has Butler Mark, clash power plus 1. If target has BM, equal clash power plus 1. This unit is faster than the target's gain core power plus 1 for every true speed difference max of 2. Now this is what should have been on every single other skill of her, honestly. Faster by target by 2, gain plus 1 coin power. Gain 7 poise count. That means if we use this skill before skill 2, we immediately go for a AoE. First one gains 5 poise, inflicts bleed, inflicts bind, there is staggered threshold of damage dealt. On critical, inflicts Butler's Mark. If target staggered, deal 40% damage on a critical hit, inflict 2 Butler's Mark. Reuse the skill once on a random target with BM. Does not activate on reuse, does not activate when there are no remaining targets with BM. Alright, it's on a kill, so on kill, reuse. Skill on another BM target. For how much Butler's Mark she inflicts, there is not much she can do with it. The only thing she really can do with it is gain a clash power here and reuse the skill if she manages to score a kill. And she's not going to score very many kills with just like an 18 on a roll. And even with the coin power extra, which can go up to 2, means it just becomes a 22 roller. This idea, I thought it was way stronger. I guess I was mistaken. It's consumed every time she hits with a coin on her passive. Let's see, summary, skill, passive. I think I start with BM, gain 1 points count, and gain 1. On critical, against target, BM, eliminate BM on target. It's on critical. It's plus, she gets a little bit more of damage on critical for every speed difference on target, but it has to be on a critical. Sure, she is a poise ID, she's gonna probably crit all the time, so yeah. The problem is that, unfortunately, while damage is very good, we have to win clashes, and she is not winning a lot of clashes with these numbers that she has currently. Even with extra clash power, it's still quite weak. Sure, it's easy to activate it, but still quite weak because you base your damage for the critical on the damage from your hit. So it's a little. And finally, we have evade, healing SP, and game poise count. We'll see on the field. We'll see how it goes. But so far, I'm not feeling it. I like the AoE on a conditional here for consuming 6 points count. That is very good. Let's take a look at Gregor now. Here we we go. Gregor. Tell me about you, Gregor. Gregor is a... Done. Sinking, and more sinking. It's a pure sinking unit. Got it. We have two sinking units and a poise unit. He is strong versus blunt and weak versus pierce. He has 3 envy, 2 gloom, and 1 lust. Also, hello Mew Mew 12321. Have you been on the stream before? I don't quite recall, but welcome nonetheless. Anyway, 1 lust. He has a gloom evade. Let's check your passive, boy. It's a resonance. Oh, this one we have to pay attention then. 3 resonance gloom. Combat start, gain 1 damage up and 1 fragile for every SP difference between combat start and the last turn, max of 5. Deal 2% damage for every sinking potency on target, max 40%. How am I going to lower your sanity? Because I don't think you lower your sanity by default. I guess I could use... do 2% for every sinking on target, gain 1 combat damage for every 5 SP difference between combat start and the last turn start. So if he's on max sanity on this turn, I use an eagle to, lower his sanity. Next turn, he is going to gain a damage up or fragile for every 5 SP, a maximum of 5. That means I can tank 25 SP from him for extra damage and extra fragile. Interesting. Very interesting. So how am I gonna write this down? Gain damage up plus fragile for every 5 SP difference in last turn. 5. Got it. And 2% plus damage for every sinking potency on target. 40%. So that would mean that we need to have 20 sinking potency on the target for maximum damage. Second. Very good. Skill 1. Coin power plus 1 for every 3 sinking on target. Clash power plus 1 for every 3 sinking count on target. It's a 11 roller. So skill 1 slash. I swear, the way he looks and the way his animations play out, you'd think this is a poise ID, right? I might just get his facade and use it as a poise ID because it will look cool on the sync team, Have everyone use Zabers. And yeah. So it's an 11 roller, 5 plus 6. Sorry, 5 plus 6. So let's see. How am I going to write this down? 3 sinking on target equal 1 coin power max of 2. So with that alone, we can turn this into a 12 and 13 roller. Again, this is pretty much baseline for every ID that has a modifier on their S1. It puts them on like usually on the 13 levels. It's a skill 1, it's not that strong. So against clash power on count on target, not even gonna write that down. Skill 2. It's a slash once again. If the target has 6 sinking, so same as before, 6 sinking on target gains coin power. Second, copy that. 4 plus 6, 6, 12. It's a 16 roller. 4 plus 6 plus 6. There we go. If the target has 6 sinking, he gains 1 coin power, just 1. Clash power plus 1 for every 3 sinking on target, and inflicts sinking count on clash win. So this attack can go and become a 18 roller. I say 18 roller without considering like offense levels, clash power, and other modifiers that we can get during a mirror dungeon normal or ego gifts. This is just like how much this attack can do on its own on like an empty space. Other than that, if the target has sinking, gain haste, inflict 3 sinking count, which is good, and a clash wing inflicts 5 sinking count. Wow, you apply a lot of count. I like you. Where were you when I needed you on Wuthering Heights one? Well, you were right here, but you know. And finally, the big attack himself, it's Nightmare Hunt. It is a 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. That's a 12. That is a 16. Of course, we have a lot of modifiers on this because the attack is pretty powerful. Here we go. On use, clash power +1 for every 3 sinking count on target, max of 3. Attack end if the target is staggered, inflict 3 sinking count. Attack end if the target is defeated, inflict 3 sinking count on 2 random enemies. And finally, on hit, absorb 10 sinking from the target and gain 1 plus coin boost and 3 damage up next turn. 50 chance to gain the above effects without absorbing sinking. Now, this here alone makes this character a prime candidate for full S3 replacement, because if the target has 10 sinking, and we need at least like a 4 count of sinking, he absorbs the sinking and gains a plus coin boost that it will boost every single one of his attacks with a more coin power. That is insane, and the damage up. But it requires using this skill. It will fortify all his other skills next turn. If we have just Nightmare Hunt or a lot of Nightmare Hunts, that is gonna keep stacking and he's gonna go crazy. Very nice. So 4th coin, absorb, 10 sinking, target. Now here's the question, does the target need to have 10 sinking or do we absorb regardless? We shall test. Gain 1 plus coin boost and 3 damage up. His defense skill has a coin power for every 3 sinking on target. Nothing to write home about. That's it. We understand the IDs now. They are, well, similar to the Wuthering Heights one. They're they don't have really that much going on. Ryoshu does have, clash the AoE on her S2, and if the target is lower than her and has the mark, she deals more damage on a critical, and it has to be a critical, and it consumes the mark. Let's build a team. First, Iseng. This is a sinking poise team, with Gregor being deployed first so that he can make more use of that little S3 of his that boosts him up. So what do we have for poise and sinking here? SP gains poise from skills, this is pretty good. Sinking. You have lobotomy egos. What is this passive anyway? Well, with the skill because you're sinking on target, inflict them with butterfly, which is, you recover. Sanity. They only 10 sinking if the 50% chance procs. Ah, that is very nice. It's very nice indeed. I don't think Iseng has anything to help us here. The best one would be this. No, this is a Sloth Resonance. And we have Sloth and Ishmael, and that's it. Yeah, we only have Sloth and Ishmael. This would benefit Butler Ryoshu, but we don't only have Ishmael with Sloth, so it will be difficult to activate. I guess we'll go with the extra poise count because we have 2 poise IDs. Faust. This is for attacking on the same target. This is for Pierce, and this is when an ally first deployed in pre-battle scene setup critically hits a slash type skill, inflict 1 defense level down, metric times next per enemy. This would be good if we put Ryoshu first, and defense level down is pretty nice. We will consider it. Wuthering Heights Butler. Ally with the least SP hits an enemy with 5 plus sinking. The ally heals 3 SP on hit 4 times per turn. Nah. We don't need that much of a SP healing yet. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to change, or we can just take default Faust, really. Ally has max SP, inflicts true defense level down with attacks at 35% chance with no limit. So, yeah, I like gambling. It's a gambling game. Dawn. Dawn has only one sinking, I think. It is this. Alive with a fast speed on hit with base attack skills against enemies with true rupture count or sinking count. Inflict one defense level down 2 times per turn. We need gluttony, however, and we don't naturally. No, we do. Ishmael generates gluttony. Nice. We could also take the Sync Association, which is a Pride Resonance, and the only one with Pride is Ryoshu. And I do more damage and speed difference between the 8 and the slowest enemies. This will give us a good damage, but the only person with Pride really is Ryoshu, and it's on her skill 2, so it is kind of on the weaker side. It will be difficult to activate it. Middle Little Sister, Blade Lineage, Saosu. One ally with the least poise gains 2 more poise potency when gaining poise potency with its own skill or coin effects. 2 times max, does not apply to allies without poise. Now this would benefit us greatly, but so would this. This is extra damage. More poise or more damage? More poise or more damage? I am going for more damage. Sorry. Marceau, how can you help a poise sinking team? You have Blade Lineage Mentor, which is combat starter ally with the most poise deals 15 damage. This is just for Ryoshu. This is just literally just for her. As for sinking, you do not have a sinking ID. No, you have the Etsy Association. I guess it counts. Honglu. Honglu has, let's see. We can always take Hin, because why the hell wouldn't we? Why the hell wouldn't we, yeah? If we had a Gloom defense, a Gluttony defense, we could take a K-Corp one, but let's see, what else can we do here? This is for bullets, right? Bullets, yes! Tremor, this is for charge. Yes, this is for charge. Fang Hunt is for bleed. This is for tremor. This is for death right. Yeah, we'll just take the gambler. If ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Heathcliff, however, is going to be a little annoying. How about Wild Hunt? Can you give us support from the shadows? One ally with the highest speed deal 5% more damage to targets with less than 0 SP. If the target has less than 0 SP, you have more damage the further the target SP is from 0. The target does not have SP, so allies with more sinking potency account with their skill, coin effects, and their attack skills 2 times per turn. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything else here that would aid this thing other than having Wild Hunt on the back just, you know, haunting them. So let's go with that. Rodion, your is a Wrath owned, right? And we do have one Wrath skill that we could generate the sins for, and it is Wrath owned. We're gonna take that. Otherwise, you have this one for characters with like low sanity and more to deal more damage, but we don't want that. The Etsy Association for blocking. That's good. Sinclair, are you ready to put your mariachi costume on? Because really, it's just so good, we can't really ignore it. As for sinking, you have Sync Association. As ally when a game wants haste, that would benefit Ryoshu a lot, but she's the only one that can generate pride. Blade Lineage Saosu will be slow speed, gain 1 final power for the last skill. It's a resonance. Ooh, well, let's just go with damage. We are lacking healing. Otis, how will you aid us? We have Blade Lineage Saosu. Although with the most speed, deals 30% damage with 25 SP. It's for finishing off people. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good for getting kills. We can also take G-Corp Head Manager, because, you know, it's good. We have Sloth. We could take the Ring Pointless, because we don't have anyone taking care of our sanity. What else? What's your base passive again? Although with the most speed, 30% damage below 0 SP. Ooh. That's a big damage. That's a big damage boost. And enemies are going to be on low SP because we are a sinking team. Yeah, 30% damage against enemies below SP. And the ally with the most HP is 214, 224, and 203. So that would be a bonus for whoever has the most HP at the moment. Would be starting off Edgar Family Butler Ishmael. I guess that's it. That's our team. 35 minutes, record time for yapping about IDs and all that. Let's get into the dungeon then. We are not taking any of this as per usual. We're gonna suffer because suffering is fun. But we are taking a starter gift because I do not want to go through the same thing I went through last time. We have 2 poise IDs and no, we have 2 sinking IDs, so we benefit more from sinking. We're gonna take Melted Spring or instead, deadly damage, Nick sinking his targets. Yeah, I'll take Red Order first. We are going to be taking either Echoes of the Manor or a Way to Heal, because I don't want to repeat what happened last time. I'm thinking about taking Prejudice or the... Where is Prejudice right now? Prejudice is a low tier gift. Hold on. Help. This one here is skill heal 20% to curse missing SP. Skill for Nibbles Wrath, heal 25 to missing HP instead. We have Lithograph, which is stagger heal, and we have Prejudice, with his with the least HP heal 3% of max HP. When activate Pride, Absolute Resonance, the ally with the least HP heals 12% of their missing HP at combat start. This is on the weaker side. We don't have that much Pride to trigger a Absolute Resonance. So yeah, we're gonna take Lithograph and Phlebotomy. Those help a lot. It's cheap, and we can also take Painkillers, I guess. Tier 1 gifts are good for that. Painkillers is not a tier 1, really? Heal 10% max HP. Yeah, let's take a first aid kit here. Actually, we should really take just a first aid kit. Let's see. Yeah, I should make this like my default Ego gift starter kit. Yeah, I'll consider just making that my starter kit every time we go in a dungeon without a full team. Hey, if we're not gonna have backup from our sinners, we're at least gonna have like a, you know, a what's it called? Do I have to go here? I have to go here. I'm raising Edgar family. I have to go here. You chose this, G4. You chose this, and so you will suffer for it. Hello there. Give me the ranged skull. Let's try it. Give it a try, Heathcliff. Is transparent Lei Hang still here? I forgot to disable him. He's been there all this time. It was there all this time. Sorry. Sure, he stays there. Alright, here we go. First mission on the first floor is to get all of the shit that we need. So we need a lot of pride, a lot of gloom, a lot of wrath, a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, because it's an unfocused encounter, I can't have this here clash against this because it's faster. I hate this so much. Don't get hit twice, get hit only once. Although it is 68, and this guy is weak against the glue. You can stagger him first. Let's go. No, you're not gonna stagger him first. You're gonna get hit twice. Of course he is. Okie dokie, continuing on. He is paralyzed. I do not care about paralysis.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
이거 놀란다. 안 됐다 차서. 이만 줄 알았으면 빨리 좀 하지 그랬냐? 여기서 쓰러진다면 무엇이야?
Alright, here comes the beatdown.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
I really dislike unfocus encounters when I don't have a thing. I say this every goddamn time, but it's really frustrating because I see what I have to do there, like, okay, clash against this, evade this, or do this, and I can't.
인자사 머리 쓸 것도 더 없지. 갖다 받고 명예롭게 잊어보자.
전투응대 나서.
부르면 그만인게.
Gregor, come on. Let's retry. We started really badly. It's going to go badly, really. I forgot to change the loading screen again, but I guess it's fitting that we keep Heathcliff over there. It is another Wuthering Heights, like adjacent faction here, so.
무엇을 그렇게 깝깝하게 쳐다만 보고 있고 그런다냐? 저런 놈들은 큰질 3번 탔을 거구만.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
그거 내가 일하고 씨부리고 있는지 뭔 한숨을 박박 쉬고 있어. 싹바가지는 챙겨라. 네?
전투응대 나선.
Nice.
여기가 뱃속이군. 이야, 그 시기 해야지.
I see. It activated on 50%. Does it make a like, special noise when it activates his? Yeah, Lei Hang is just disappointed because goddamn these two do not have good numbers on them.
아이, 777 모덕이 뭐하고 있냐?
먼지를 떨어내줘.
이런 거시기 하면
네가 못 준비야.
I guess they'll ramp up a little better once they have a few gifts.
자,
Everyone's recovering.
아까부터 두드려 맞더만 배급박이 헷갈리게 해붙는 것 같다.
I once again forgot to equip ego gifts. If I fail this fight again, I'm gonna restart the dungeon and get not gifts but ego attacks. Which is again a lot for sort of a way for me to force myself to learn the goddamn IDs. Hey, at least this time I brought healing. But they're getting their shit rocked, man.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
Damn, what is that rupture count they got going on?
어째서까? 뭔 배도 안 객기를 부리고 있어. 자, 거시기 하지 말고.
I'll be the daily reminder against some eagles for going to the dungeon. I mean, I don't want to use them. I already explained that I don't appreciate using them on the dungeon like that because I want to use the IDs rather than Ryoshi's going to die from bleed.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
She's just going to die because again, on focus and counter, I can't choose my targets.
명예 따위를 기대하고 있는 건 아니겠지.
Yeah, no.
원래 말이야.
Let's restart the dungeon. I'm sorry.
해야지.
I'm sorry, these guys. Why did I decide to do Dragons and Manor? Because it was thematic, but I'm going to need more help than that. Looking at now that I'm doing I have like 20 daily dungeons on my under my belt, and I have been looking at these kits with a little more, you know, a more analytical eye about how the whole thing goes. These two are just the maids are just kind of weak. Really, they have pretty low numbers. They might be able to do a lot of damage with the critical. At least Butler Ryoshu can. But again, she's a double O. But still, I've seen double O's do better than that for Ishmael. Anyway, also something that I noticed, we might need sanity regen because of, well, let's see, the ring pointless student. Didn't we had one that healed sanity for members of the same team? It was you, right? And it was an envy one. Do we generate any envy? Yes, we do. Merso, you are going to help us. I am switching you from support from Ryoshu to give support to the full team. Let's go. Because it's blue and a wow. You get your usual combo. Red eyes open. Give me a Storakausha and Zain. Wow, take it great to Trilliocosmos. And Gregor has green, Bygone Days, AD, and I guess we can use Soul Element now, actually. I don't know how Soul Element works. Eagles are something I don't pay much attention to. Maybe I will in the future, but not right now. Put a Brilliant Glory on him. I like a Brilliant Glory. Sorry about that. They were not doing too good, so let's start again. No bonuses. We start with Red Order once again. And we take our meds. Well, there we go. The guys in here do blunt. I don't like that. Let's try it again. Let's give it another try, shall we? I think here we go against butlers. Maybe fighting crabs today. I wish you the best of luck.
버틀러 차원 가방 준비 완료했습니다.
Let me save my little document here as Edgar family. Here we go. Maybe we'll go a little better this time. Who knows?
싸울 준비는 끝났을까?
These guys deal blunts. We are all weak to blunt, aren't we? No, we're strong against blunt. We're weak against Pierce. Everyone is weak against Pierce on my team. So we must avoid Pierce at all costs.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
여기가 옥석이군.
Okay, so there is a little sound effect when he does the bonus coin power. Very nice. I'm looking at my screen and I see how fucking orange I am, and I do need to color correct this later.
쳐다만 보고 있고 그런다냐? 저런 놈들은 큰질 세 번이 탔을 거구만.
전투응대에 나선다. 묵은 먼지들.
Now that is a very good buff. I like that. And he gains an offense level on top of that, so that's extra damage and extra clash power. I'm seeing what you're capable of. We have exactly 6 count. Let's use our power.
전투응대에 나선다.
뭐가지부터 열심히 해보는 것이 나고.
뭔가 못 준비하고.
Ryoshu does have something really good for her, is that AoE. That is a pretty good attack weight 3 AoE.
탁 식어버리구만. 싸울 생각도 없는 놈한테 칼 대는 건 재미가 없는.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
일인 게 하기는 하겠다. 아, 놀랐네. 담배 떼쳐서.
전투 명예 따위에 기대하고 있는 건 아니겠지.
만 찰 줄 알았으면 빨리 좀.
We reached finally Sunday after all. We are on the threshold of a new week, of a new month, and if the director do so deign that we deserve a little treat, we will have a April's Fool event, and I will try to stream it. I don't know at which time, but I will definitely try to stream it. You have 1. Do you gain poise? Do you gain poise count on your S2? You do not.
겁나를 내게 바쳐주지. 여기가 득석이군.
I'm taking a full team, so I'll be just fine if I just hate them. Yeah, crabs are bad. That's a cool animation. Like, I don't understand the whole thing about maids. I think it's a Japanese thing, and I like Japanese things, but maids, I don't get it. It's not my cup of tea. Will you be able to kill it? Yes, you will.
말안 해도 알아서 잘하구만.
I don't have 6 counts, so we're gonna have to use it anyway.
내게 바쳐주지.
결국은 이렇게 떨어져.
Why do I still have Abiotic Factor on my string here? I don't even have it installed anymore. Anyway, let me delete some stuff here. Delete, yes. Delete Abiotic.
하늘을 찔렀을
Yes. Delete DRG. Maybe I should have streamed DRG again.
꿈을 꾸러 가도록.
Stab to kill! Use it again! Use it again! Ah. Alright, everyone was dead. She couldn't do the reuse.
고생들였다.
I gotta remember, if you look behind me, I set up these like signs around my head because I'm bald. And I need to remember the exact distance I have to stay from my camera so it's perfectly framed. Hey, look at that! It's free ego gifts! The boss! Let's go get it!
준비 끝.
You should be full sanity now? Good.
이번에는 재미 좀 본다. 자들 더 생각이 있으면 허접한 것들을 갖다 내진 않았겠지. 그냥.
And because we are all evade units, we can properly, decently evade attacks without having to waste slots or take attacks for free because the game decided that you were going to, you know, you were going to attack the slowest character even though you were faster. Wait, that one's good.
겁나를 내게 바쳐주지.
I really dislike unfocused encounters, really do. Maybe one day we'll get an ability to properly target and focus encounters, or maybe they'll slowly phase them out. As again, it's only dislike them because the nature of this daily mirror dungeons have me do proper less than full teams, and yeah, I need to stop yapping about that. You already know that I dislike it. No. Let's do troop Sable's lashes here, and here we go.
전투응대에 나선다.
The clash power does help a lot for her. I guess Here's my guess, my take on Maid Ryoshu, sorry, is that they made her have high clash power but not high numbers because she compensates those numbers with the extra damage on her critical hits. That's my guess, at least.
복잡한 것들을 갖다 내진 않았겠지.
Let's attack here first, and then we go here. Butler Ryoshu will do the same by attacking here first. It's your S1. And then here, second, and Ishmael has a free hand. Actually, no, Ishmael does not have a free hand. So we gotta leave to Ryoshu next turn to do the test. So we do all the talismans back on him.
여기가 엽석이군.
Alright, I heard a little swing. Come on. But there still is a problem, not having the high enough numbers. Alright, Ryoshu, go and do it.
정동급.
It was not an... No, it was more than enough. Good. We want to clash against the high coin attacks with our power attacks, so that they clash a lot and they do a lot of damage. Leave the little baby attacks for the little baby hits.
전투응대 나선다.
That is another mechanic that is sort of explained, but not truly. The longer a clash goes on, the more damage the winning attack does. It's a pitiful amount of extra damage, but still a little something extra on top of your extra damages that you can get. Of course, no one keeps track of that, because who would be insane enough to keep track of all this shit? The system is extremely complex. There's a lot of moving parts, but ultimately they don't matter that much, but they do compound into a bigger pile of damage.
문담을 준비하고.
아, 한 대 패도 되지? 뭐 말 안 해도 알아서 잘하구만.
Letting him duel. Let the man duel. So when you see two characters just like clashing one against the other constantly, and they got the same numbers, whoever deals the final hit is gonna hurt a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to look up how much extra damage that is. I know it's a little bit of extra damage, but not a lot. Let's see. Kill him. Kill him now. He won't see death coming.
겁나라. 내게 받쳐주지. 여기 엽석이군.
그러지. 그것은 그저 놀만치 노는 것 같은
So it is hi, angelic intelligence. I almost called you artificial at the start. Today I'm orange. Anyway, it is a 1% boost of damage per clash. It's not a lot, but every little bit helps, I guess. Every little bit helps. Anyway, free gift. Moving on. More free gifts. Nice. I like it. I love it. I want it.
커틀러리 준비 끝.
It's good we got so many free gifts at the beginning. Let's see, a clash of
무엇을 그렇게 깝깝하게 쳐다만 보고 있고 그런다냐? 저런
Butler Ryoshu will have to do some advanced dodging. I see the Ghost of Leihang is with us. Indeed he is. I've kind of forgot him there, so now he's just blessing the stream.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
여기가 엽석이군.
I mean, I think it's also very thematic that we're doing like Wuthering Heights, Edgar family. They're all about dead that come back to haunt us. So Lei Heng is back here.
총 맞았냐?
Very OP that thing. That made Shu made Gregor Tron and she doesn't have the effect, but it doesn't matter.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
He's looking at Dante going for the win rate button.
놀랐네. 담배 떠차서 침될 뻔했잖아.
I know, Gregor, you have a hard life. Why don't you go get drunk? That attack of his gives him 2 more morale boosts. The morale boost is just the character gets shit-faced, so sure, why not?
내게 바쳐주지.
그러지. 이것은 극작에 갖다 써야지. 별로 어려울 것도 없잖아.
Is this the attack? No. I do not wish you to dodge. You will not dodge me. You will stay there and get hit. I'll do a little bit extra damage with that flash, and here we go. I targeted the wrong attack. Oops. She was meant to use her other attack, but this one's doing just fine. Nightmare Hunt.
여기가 엽석이군.
놀만치 노른 것 같은 게.
Very good, very nice.
들어가자. 고생들이었다.
Don't call him that. That's me, Dulang. Alright, hold on. I have a picture for that. I think. Shit, I know I have it. I don't think I do, god damn it. Yeah, I don't. I had him. It was just a stump of his neck still smoking. Maybe it's another part of my folder. Hold on. My Project Moon folder is such a mess right now because I haven't been keeping up with like organizing it.
버틀러 차원 가방 준비 완료했습니다.
Let's see if I can find it. Maybe I'll just hit with the Lei Heng and see what I got. Alright, I specifically went for the blunt to avoid you pricks, and here you are again. But this time we have things to do against you. You guys are weak to slash, right? No, you're weak to blunt. Do we have any blunts on this team? We do. We get to see. You know what, Gregor? Hit him. Hit him hard. Imagine a wild hunt, Araya mounting a piggyback on her countered. Delaying. There was a... What's it called? There was a manga I really liked. God damn it, it was Frankenfriend. And Frankenfriend had a character that was just a head on a cat. And that sometimes he would put that cat in a new body, the human head. And I can't imagine Lei Heng just turning into a Doulahan now. Like, you know, he can pop his head out. Probably a cool characterization of him, actually. If his head was decapitated, this time it was just blown apart. Alright. Nothing much to do here. I think we have all our passives set up and functioning, except for the resonance ones. And we have ego gifts to turn the tide of any unfavorable, unfocused encounter. And we all generate the sins for those, yep. Owned, and owned. We are only missing a bit of Wrath and a bit of green. We're gonna get the Wrath right now. And the green will come when the green will come. Let's see if my search here in my folder come with a new Lei Heng for us. No, I swear I had that one. I'm going to have to go through an entire folder to find my Lei Heng pictures. because I know I have them. Now this went much better. Now that we have a proper, eagles, which I've been forgetting about all this time, because I don't want to use them, I just want to use the IDs. I guess it's a bit hypocritical of me to not use the eagles when I use Dante powers as well. I have the eagles, but the point of the daily Limbus string is to learn more about the IDs in their usage. I guess I'm just being annoying. Anyway, let's take this and that do a refresh. This one is a difficult one. We could get more red because it generates poise count. Yeah. Lithograph, yes. Oh, apologies. The third place, slash skills gains, slash defense levels, because every weaker, greater to resist. Yeah, we're gonna give this to Ryoshu. And let's enhance some gifts. Let's enhance our red order. Let's fuse some more gifts. Let's do a sinking gift first, because we have 2 units of sinking. Put this there, and the prey. Ah, there we go. A little bit of healing for sinking. Healing sinking. We enhance our rupture, because rupture is good. Thank you, Carmen. I hope I'm not coming down with a cold. Turn deployed in your head. Alright. This affects the whole team now, and if you get some poise gifts, we'll be able to inflict more defense level down. We already have 2 supports on our team here that inflicts defense level down, so that is more defense level down on top of that, so that would be very good. Now remember, defense level down means more damage. Gregor, what's blunt weakness via can't clash, am I right? Ding 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 sounds. Well, okay, no. This is Edgar Family Heir, that's Linton from Wuthering Heights. You remember the coughing guy? The one that turned into goop? He does not have a blunt weakness. He's blunt resistance. He's good with the blunt. Maybe that's why he was coughing so much. Alright, here we go. Get here, and get here. Actually, this is a focus encounter. We can dodge all this shit. This is a problem. Here's one of the things that I don't like about the game. Take a look at this. Ishmael is being targeted by 3 different attacks in a block, right? All of those as speed 2. She is speed 6. Which attack do I target first so that her evade can be recycled for the next 2 attacks? Is it from left to right or right to left? Or is it going to be random, which is I assume it's going to be. She is the fastest character. She, by all means, should be the first one to clash. But when you're taking a defensive stance, your speed does not matter that much. It's the speed of the enemy attacking you. At this point, we have 3 characters, 3 attacks with the same speed. So who is going first? It is literally a gamble. In order to see which one to evade, you can change the arrows to single. It will give you the order. Really? That didn't help much. Alright. Angelic Intelligence, I trust you on this one. The magical arrow is telling me this one is going to go first. I think. Hold on. All arrows. No arrows. Magical arrow. Alright, let's see how it goes. He's the fastest one, so he goes first. Mop, mop. Okay, so that is the order. I didn't know the flashing arrows would show me the actual order of things. Like, it didn't matter because she failed. She rolled a 5%. But hey, nice to know that this actually show the order of clashes, which is very important. All right, I see now. Put it here. One attack. We have one attack coming here. This is never explained anywhere, really. Huh. I thought it was just a minimalistic way of showing you where the arrows were going. Interesting. Interesting. She has fucking 3 attacks coming after her. Can eat one of those attacks, I suppose. Hold on. I tried to save Ishmael her, even though I shouldn't care, because she's gonna get revived next turn, at the end of this, so... But I'm a good master and a good manager. I want to try and you know, get a little better. So let's see. If I throw through the fences and grab this attack... That one's faster. It's gonna go first, and then follow it by that attack. Oh, this attack's going for me. This attack's going for me. These 2 attacks are going for her, and then this one is going over here. How high are we going? We're going up to floor floor 5 as usual. This is the daily that we only go to 5. Tune in this week. I don't know if tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, where I'll do the Extreme Mirror Dungeon. And on Thursday, I think it's going to be an April Fool event if everything goes right. So look up forward to that. So only only floor 5. And there's still 1 attack unaccounted for here. I guess this is the best I can do. Let's check out the magical arrow. First clash, second clash, third clash, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then cycle. All right. Once again, Angelic Intelligence, you come here to save me. I was not aware that the arrows would show the order of things. This helps a lot. Thank you once again. I'm out here trying to teach people about the IDs, and here I am learning more about the game that I knew before. Very nice. Anyway, let's keep going. Now we have 6 attacks against our 5 slots. We have 2 Nightmare Hunt. 2 attacks coming after me. Let's take care of our clashes first. Which one is this? Over here. Ryoshu, we need to dodge. Yeah. Hold on. Magical Arrow, guide me. That one's going to go first. Got it. Followed by that. And I don't want him to get hit, so you're getting another one here. And finally we have this one here. Now, Magical Arrow, show me. First clash, second clash, third clash, it's going to reuse, fourth clash, fifth clash, sixth clash. There we go. Ah! It rolled higher than her evade.
요, 거시기 해야지. 그런데
여기가.
Ooh, true coin power up.
담배 떼차서.
All right, I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling good. Now, no longer I will be questioning, oh, which attack is going to go first? I can know now. I have eyes, I have knowledge. My brain is bursting at the seams with raw power right now. If you do this, you're gonna eat a counter. Is there... just put a dodge. I don't want you to eat a counter for no reason.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
그러지. 그것은 그 짝의.
Now it's not high stakes combat here. It's literally just floor 1. But I much prefer the slower fights because the dungeon by nature will give you gifts and you will just snowball in power up to the point that it no longer becomes an issue, you know? So I prefer this lower level, slower stakes fights because it puts you lets you learn the game better. All right, now we have slots. Now we have counters. Now we have clashes. Now we have combat. Struggling. You're not paralyzed. This is for rupture, right? Quick centipede. Let's do bygone days. I never seen your bygone days.
겁나 내게 바쳐주지. 내 전투의 명예 따위에 기대하고 있는 건 아니겠지.
Very nice. I think he staggered it. I didn't count on the stagger.
당신 청소하라고.
무엇이야?
All right.
총 맞아.
You are going to perish. And we get to use our attack again. Assuming the boss doesn't die before.
먼지를 떨어내줘. 영원한 참으로 인도하지.
Oh, does it have to kill on the second one? Yeah, I think it has to kill on the second coin. It's a little bit of a finicky attack, isn't it?
이제 싸게 치워불고 들어가자.
If Ryoshu kills someone with Butler Mark, she gets to reuse her skill on another target that is marked, but I think it has to be killed on the second coin, which is a bit of a bitch to get. All right, we're looking to get the broken violin. There is we can fix the violin, by the way, if you take the gifts from the crab pack and the violin. I'm gonna take Thorny Path and Broken Revolver. That's defense and offense level downs. We can take Rags. Inflict sinking point. Heal 5 SP on per turn upon Clash with Infinite Max SP. That's just healing SP on easy. Emotional Craving, Unconfronting, and to be crushed. To be pierced. Falling Flowers. To be pierced has those annoying Rose Spell Workshop, so we're gonna go Automatic Factory. Alright, off we go. Lithograph. I want it. Give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Ishmael, thank you for failing this very easy job that I gave you. I am not mad at all.
애도의 시간이군.
We're not beginning to visit the crabs today. don't jinx it, please. Please. Goddamn crabs. Alright, let's see. One, two.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
Ah, this is so much better to have this knowledge. Learning is fun! Learning demands suffering.
다들 더 생각이 있으면 허접한 것들을 갖다 내진 않았거든.
쭉.
전투응대에 나선다.
That's my lost slides within you.
영원한 참으로
아, 놀랐네. 담배 펼쳐서.
여기가 뱃속이군.
그러지. 그건 극장에 갖다 써야지. 아, 별로 어려울 것도 없잖아.
묵은 먼지도
Come here for a second, Ryoshu. Come here.
내 뒤에 서 있어. 슈.
Yeah, you have to get the kill on the second coin. Learning to be fun. I mean, my main way of learning early on was, I could probably read out what this does, but it'd be funny to get hit in the face by it. It's kind of how it goes, even for Lobotomy Corporation. Now, I will tell you this something. I was looking at Twitter the other day, and some people were like saying that Lobotomy Corporation is fun. It is. It's a very fun game. The amount of damage that, and it's very nice that Lobotomy Corporation got those videos because it got a lot of people to learn about the game. But the damage that those videos that say this is the hardest game you ever played or something like that, you know, you've seen the thumbnails around. The damage that it has done to the image of Lobotomy Corporation is irreparable at this point. One side, it's good, people learned about the game, that it exists. And the other way, it poisoned their view thinking that the game is some sort of unapproachable, unbeatable nightmare game. Which it really is just a nightmare game once you get to the later boss fights, but that's to be expected, it's the late game boss fights. It's my opinion on the subject is that most people nowadays are not used or not. Hey, how many times do you have in games? For I knew Arhan. I assume that you're saying how much time I have in this game, like Limbus Company. I have 2,555 hours. Anyway, as I was saying, my opinion is that a lot of people nowadays, and this is just me assuming, really, aren't used to frustration, to be frustrated, you know. It's all instant reward, constant movement, constant everything. I'm a fan of fast games. I like fast games. This has nothing to do with like the game being fast or anything. But nowadays I see there's a lot of like the mainstream games are all about, especially shooter games. You know, they're all about like crowd sliding, jumping, rotating, shooting, and just doing a bunch of trillion little things at the same time. And glass houses and all that, I love Ultra Kill. I love the hell out of it. But after I played RoboCop, the video game, RoboCop Rogue City, my view on games changed drastically because that was the most fun I had in a shooter game since forever, and it wasn't like super fast and super or frustrating at all. But the point is, I think that because of market, most games, at least the mainstream one, are made with like a consumer in mind, the market data, etc. They fall into the trappings of making everything super fast, super quick, because they see a game like, oh, Ultra Kill is very popular, right? So we have to make our own game as fast as Ultra Kill. You have to be jumping around, switching weapons, and doing stuff. And I think that's how Doom Eternal come to be. I haven't played Doom Eternal. I have seen footage of it, full disclosure, and the few footage of it I have seen from friends and from streamers. It's a lot of weapon swapping that, while it exists on Ultra Kill, it's not necessary. On Doom Eternal, it is necessary for you to be swapping weapons. And all of this, there's amalgam into this whole, you have to be pressing a billion keys at the same time, and just jumping, dashing, sliding, switching to a weapon, pressing Alt Fire, then switching to another, and doing this again. And it's kind of frenetic rate. And I think that's because of that, a lot of people are just like, when a game is slower or punishes you, something like LobCorp, you just end up frustrated and they're not used to dealing with frustration. Oh, it's this one again. Give me the Pierce. Love Corp is fun, but I'm very perfectionist, so I can spend a really long time trying to progress through a day. Yeah, that's one of the lessons you sort of have to learn on Lobotomy Corporation. That's a lesson I learned early on, and that saved me a lot of headaches. Especially after you get through HOD's realization. That you realize that, yeah, these nuggets are going to die. I'm just going to accept that and move on. This has, however, left me to the perfect city dweller mindset. Oh, we got a bot trying to sell me things. Go away, bot. Dual brake pada. What's a pada? Anyway, it got me in the perfect mindset of a true city bloke, you know? Aside from my team captains from each department, all of my nuggets in Lobotomy Corporation were named Bong Bong. They were all Bong Bong. They had all the same hair, the same eye, the same face. It was Bong Bong. And Bong Bong was named Bong Bong. The initial was the department they worked on and the number that Bong Bong was. So when on my screen it showed up that Bong Bong D3 died, I know that Bong Bong from disciplinary, the number 3 Bong Bong, just died. And so by turning these employees into numbers, into clones, the endless Bong Bong horde, I dehumanized them even further than the filter, what's the name of the filter? The cognition filter did already, and that helped me a lot, unfortunately. Let me show you a picture from one of my final days. Should be around here somewhere. Oh, here we go. God damn it. No, not that one. God damn it, stop moving. Shit, where did it go now? There's so many pictures in my folder called Bong Bong. Shit. I missed the image. It was in my hand just a moment ago. Where the hell is it? There we go, found it. Blayhang is going to lose his spot for a little minute here. Sorry. He'll be back. You can see what I mean by I turned everything into Bong Bong. The ones with the unique names and unique appearance are my team captains. These were the guys with Aleph gear. These were the important ones. If those died, I might have considered restarting the day, but because of HOD's realization bonus, once they perish, I can replace them really easy. The only thing that's difficult to replace sometimes is ego gifts, ego gear, you know? Anyway, let me get Lehang back in. You accepted the name Bong Bong because you know his name, or there's another reason? I know Bong Bong is like a beloved unofficial mascot of the Project Moon universe. I think I told the story of Bong Bong before. I will tell it again. So, back in the day when Lobotomy Corporation was still like, you know, early access, still being developed and all that, 4chan shared a save file. Someone would play a day on Lobotomy Corporation, and once they're done with that day, they would upload it back to 4chan, and someone else would pick that save file and... Ooh, this one only activates with F5, right? Hold on. I can't preview this ego gift here. I'm not gonna fuse it, because otherwise we might lose gifts. So anyway, they would play one save, upload it back, someone would download that, play another day, upload it back, and repeat. Eventually someone made the first Bong Bong. It was a nugget with long hair, it had the star eyes, it was pure white, but that one had green hair. And then the save got uploaded back onto 4chan, and then the next person that got that save made another Bong Bong, but this one had blue hair. And then the save got passed around, and every person from that point on that entered that got the save file would make another Bong Bong. And so it started having this deluge of bongs in the facility. And it sort of kind of became like the unofficial mascot of LobCorp. You see it everywhere now.
버킬러 차원 가방 준비
I have a
완료했습니다.
fold with like 1,000 bongs there. Not 1,000 really, but let me just duplicate this. Copy. Paste. Duplicate. And
이제 저것들이 아까부터
bong folder. I'm gonna get a bong here to help us. There we go. We get Lei Heng looking at us, so might as well get bong as well. Anyway, back into the fight here. This is a pretty simple one. I love the city I live in.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
Would Bongbong's bomb be called Mommon? Good question. I don't know. I think it was just the Bongbong. There's some like fun fan theories that Bongbong is like a hive mind, and I like that one better. Like it's a clone, endless clone machine. Lobotomy Corporation was already breaking a lot of taboos from the head. Cloning wouldn't be far behind, honestly. What happened while it was gone? We discussed the Bongbong origins. We talked about how games nowadays are, how the damage that certain videos have done to the, what's it called, the view on Lobotomy Corporation, you know, stuff like that. That noise I just made, that is the exact same noise my father makes. I despise it. I will make a mental note to never do that sound again. I do not have a good relationship with my father, and it's not a matter of he doesn't like me. It's a matter I don't like him, and I have very good reasons to say so. Sometime I said that he was going to watch my streams. He popped in once. It said that he wanted to play with me, but don't be fooled by that. That man is not a good person. He also doesn't understand English, so anything I say to here, he will not understand. But I will give you just a taste of one of his shenanigans. And this is not like something personal or touchy or whatever. Once, he and his friend went to a public park and started begging for money. Now, that money was for drinking. And do you know how he was begging for money? He was telling people he had cancer. He did not have cancer. He just needed money for drinking. He got quite a fair bit of money, and eventually, however, one of the people that did give him money found him at the bar with that friend of his, and well, they called the police on him. Another one in the same vein of dickery that he can do is the fact that my sister, I don't like my sisters either, that's another story, but one of my sisters was working, and she was selling like bonbons and like chocolates and stuff, and she made quite a bit of money, not a huge amount of money, but you know, a little bit, and well, she stored it away because she wanted to use it. This was ages ago, before, you know, the internet and banking and all that. She was a young kid too, so she stored the money away. Guess what happened next? He takes the money and goes drinking. He took the money from rent to go drinking. And then the guy shows up 3 months in a row, mind you. And then the owner of the house shows up, say, hey, where's the money? Where's the money for the rent? And my mother goes, but I gave it to my husband to pay you. Well, he didn't. There was 3 months of rent due because he took the money. He didn't take the money to me. So yeah, I don't like him. I don't like him very much. So the fact that I have this noise that I make that is exactly like his. Also my laugh sometimes is like his. I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, I've had cancer and succumbed to it. My mom had it too, not the same kind. It's now cancer-free. My condolences to civic trauma. But yeah, I really don't like him. And now he's trying to make amends, trying to talk to me, but it's a little too late. and he treats me as if I was like a child because we've been several years in no contact with each other. I am 31 years old, and he treats me like like I was 16 or something. Probably, most likely, yes.
싸울 생각도 없는 놈한테 크게는 건 재미가 없는.
She's going to kill them with an attack. Wait. Again. Sorry if I'm talking something else about Limbus Company here, because really there is not much to say about those units that we haven't seen at the beginning of the Mirror Dungeon. Ryoshu has a conditional AoE attack, which is very good. She has a conditional reuse the skill on an enemy on kill, that is a little bit too hard to get. They have low attack numbers, but good clash power, and they get extra damage on critical hits, which is very nice. And Gregor, he has a very good skill tree and decent enough skill 1 and choose, but the star of the show really is a skill tree. They're gonna take that too because we have a few single hits. Taking Lust or Sinking Pang. Cigarette Road Holder would be nice. There we go. That is Jesus over there. Jesus is easy to fight. Is just Jesus or Rose Hunter? Yeah, Juicy Gear Coin Power being his thing too. Yeah, he's the prime candidate for replacing all his skills with skill tree, because that extra coin power is crazy for his skill tree. And if you can just keep stacking that, he's gonna be rolling some ridiculous damage. It's an unfocused encounter. There is nothing we can do but do this. Oh, you guys weak too. Blunt. Ryoshu does not have a blunt. Ishmael does have a blunt attack. Battle Elegy. And Gregor does have a blunt attack, a very good one. He has Ledger Dane. We get to see the Arknight's Eagle once again. I have them, I use them, I like them. It looks so funny when it zooms in on her, she's just cosplaying.
파도는 반드시 밀려올 테니.
놀랐네. 안 차서.
I also like the lay hang noise he makes every time we do like a lot of damage. It's like, ah!
그러지. 그것은 그 짝에 갖다 써야지. 별로 어려울 것도 없잖아.
And well, we're good now. We're good now. We don't have Butler Marks, so let's start apply some Butler Marks.
먼지를 떨어내서.
Pop, pop, pop. I forgot to switch the order of deployments, so there is an Eagle gift we're not utilizing. Ryoshu should be the third one deployed, so she gets more offense level on her attacks. No Butler Mark, no dice. Gregor, hit him with another one, please. Hit him with a stunner. This is one of the Eagles that will probably get an uptype 5 early because the animation really needs some work, because they really just squashed the apple on his hand. Remember when I imagined a masculine library where he's a particular sweeper with the name Sweeper Lika for no reason, and all I know it lives rent free in my head? That's a Topa, Carmen. Congratulations. It is of my full belief that Topas can be created and they affect you in a way that you really don't want them to affect you. Let's see. Sloth or gluttony is your skill true? I keep forgetting. You're kind of forgettable. And you're targeting someone with Butler's Mark? Of course you're not.
전투응대 나서.
Tell me about Sweeper Leak. How does she look? Is it really just a sweeper?
결국은 이렇게 떨어지죠.
옛날에 외부 강사로
Alright, tell me you're targeting someone with Butler's Mark for once. No, you're not.
한 놈만 잡아주기라 했더니
Ryosho, you gotta step up your game. Ishmael is stealing all your Butler Mark skill. See if I get a better picture of Bong Bong to put there. That one's technically a gift. She kind of looks at you. Is this just a normal Bong Bong? Yeah, this is just a normal Bong Bong. Perfect. There we go. Finally, a Butler Mark kill. Let's see. Let's see if she can get that mythical reuse on her skill tree. It has to get the kill on the second coin. That's what is a bitch. That's not a kill. But I guess on a stagger it also works. No, she just used it again. God damn it. Having that reuse on the second coin is really annoying. I gotta see less and more of a thing I'm gonna try to do and just a thing that will happen on accident, really. Now I do wonder, will someday we get Bong Bong? Because she is quite popular. Will it be addressed? Will the creature become real? I forgot to change the deployment order again. Oh well. I don't know, it's because I love the concept of sweepers, and when I struggle with a singular sweeping nocturnal sweeping because of that stupid explosive use coins, oh my sinners. Sweepers are pretty fucking cool, yeah. I like the idea of them because it does give a... They... what was it? Trying to backseat first. On the Library of Ruina sweeper page, they did tell how the sweepers sort of maintain order on the city by... Just imagine, because again, this is something very unique for the setting. When we have the equivalent of a purge happening every night, this... God damn it, Ishmael! Ishmael, that was the easiest fucking thing you could have dodged, and you failed. You keep failing it. Why? In any case, one of the unique aspects of the city in Project Moon is the fact that there is no real tangible law enforcement aside from the Zwei, which are literally just rent-a-cops, so it doesn't matter. We check the magical arrow. First clash, can't do anything about those. I'll complete my thought in just a moment. Does that mean we get a free attack here? There we go. Anyway, since there is no law enforcement as we know it in the city, everyone's pretty much free to do whatever they want, and that led to how the city functions as a whole. When it's the ultimate fuck around, find out society. Because if you start shit with someone in the city and they take it personal, they can not only they can hire someone to kill you publicly, they can also do it themselves. They can just toss you to the sweepers at night and call it a day, you know? it's I mentioned this to my friends who are playing the tabletop. At least two of them are not very familiar with the setting. It's not only violence is common in the city, it has been institutionalized and professionalized, where being a psycho killer isn't just something that will get you into jail, into the electric chair, like in real life. Being a psycho killer in the city is a valid career. You have a suit, you have an office, you have a business card, you offer 2-for-1 deals on kills. And the sweepers are a perfect example of that, because it is absurd. Every night there is a purge in the city, and if you're not indoors, you're dead. So it is a very unique setting. It's dystopian, cyberpunk, whatever you want to call it, because we have pirates, we have knights. It's a mess of things, really. It's like because Kim Ji-hoon just took a lot of like the stuff he likes and put it together on the same setting, and he did it really, really well. But living in a society that is the ultimate fuck around and find out, and the society is still functions, it's pretty good. It's pretty cool.
보면 뭘 써야 하는지 딱 느낌이 오잖아.
Ow. Oh, I didn't know you could have more than one. Oops.
자들 더 생각이 있으면 허접한 것들을 갖다 내진 않았겠지.
I heard that it's a taboo to study experiment sweeper does makes everything. I don't think it's a taboo to study experiment the sweepers, because we literally have the carnival eating them. Eating them to make the novel fabric for the Blue Man Group. Hey, Sullen Lament, what does it do? I never read it. Let's get flip coins. Coins come up against any start. Let's go and start enemy target. Hit effect. If they against one target, there's coins levels in the flip effect and heal number of coins. As zero speed, we use this coin 5 times max per skill. I see. We need to use this right after another. Right. Let's tank our sanity and give it a whirl. This game has the best story, not only that almost every part contains a story, this is the best itself. But not really the content studying was way said you just know what I mean. I would like to tell me where you found that information, Carmen, because I don't remember anything about being taboo studying the sweepers or experimenting on them. I'm fairly sure some people kill them, and if people kill them, I don't think there will be any problem with, you know, what's it called, doing the things with them. Alright, when does the clash against... There we go, that's the one. That's the spice. In my opinion, this game has the best story, not only that almost every part has a story that is the best in itself. I don't quite parse what you're saying. Yes, this game has a very solid story, because every canto is focusing on each character and trying to evolve them in one way or the other. Imagine the core you should experience very quickly. Yeah, that would be the core problem. Unless you somehow, you know, grab a sweeper off the street and just take it somewhere else. So its game is very good. Its story focus on each character. I don't know if you're gonna get much more of that. We're taking a beating here because I refuse to win rate.
욕심이 나긴
much more of that in the future, because the way the new Kanto was structured makes it seem like we are going to be focused on the main plot of Limbus Company, while the Sinners are still going to be the main, you know, focus of it all. I do believe that we are going to get more on what's going to happen with Limbus Company as a whole. But yeah, the game is very good, and the games that come before are also incredibly good, story-wise too. Lobotomy Corporation has its few problems. I'm not going to say it's a perfect game. It's a very good game, but certainly not perfect. While Library of Ruina is an excellent game, and the only issue I have with it is the fact that there's a proto-gacha mechanic in it. Now, in my opinion, the best Kanto, I assume that was your question, I knew Arhan, was, it is Dawn's Kanto, in my opinion. Dawn's Kanto closely followed by Heathcliff's Kanto, in terms of story and character development. Alright, let's take the easy path. Fuck off. Fuck off. I remember when someone made a quiz of fun facts and mentioned what's illegal to do with sweepers, and the user was studying them in a biology philosophy way, and the notes... apologies. How to make or sum. If someone made a quiz, we need sources other than just a quiz, Carmen. Like, someone once, I don't remember who it was, said that each chain on a middle member represents like time, like they helped in a vengeance, not took a vengeance themselves, according to Sinclair's uptie, but that wasn't the case. The only source that we have about the chains being something like you helped the middle is a event in the Nocturnal Sweeping Mirror Dungeon, which it's tenuous at best. Ooh, rebase token. Let's see here. Let's enhance something first. Our rags. I suppose the sweepers could technically be patent creations. That would make sense if they were the case. But up until this point, a patent creation wouldn't be a problem for you to research it. It would be reproducing the technology that would be the problem. No, I'm not calling you out on this, Carmen, but if you could point to a source, that would be better, instead of us just assuming something or just going for, I heard it from the quiz. And I also would like to learn myself, because again, I am a tabletop GM, so knowing this would be very, very good. Now, the fact that it's not like you couldn't study then. I think you could just grab one, kill it, and just look how it ticks. The thing is that if it's a patent technology, unless there is protection for looking at it, I think it would be fine, as long as you don't try to reproduce it. Because I remember from Library of Ruina, one of the credenzas for... Ooh, who was it? I think it was Full Stop, I'm not entirely sure. Hey, it's an easy fight. I think it was Full Stop where you could accidentally reproduce a patent technology. Hold on. You could accidentally reproduce a patent technology without knowing, and the claw or a representative of the head would show up and say, hey, you're doing bad things. You shouldn't be doing these bad things. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. That one's the fastest. We don't clash with speed. We clash with numbers. Okay. Yeah, you could accidentally make a patent technology and then you would be screwed because someone just duped you over. That's why workshops work with either stuff they acquired, like patents, and very rarely did they cuss in orders because of that kind of thing. I'll be going now. I'm going to be playing a game with my friend. And I'll be back on. All right, this is the Trauma. I'll see you around. I'll be here tomorrow as well at the usual time. So, yeah. I never heard anything that was forbidden to look at the sweepers. Nothing comes to mind. Having a couple of after accident pattern would be a horrifying experience, so I imagine that it'd be true if it wasn't deliberate. We gotta learn if it's really a claw that shows up or just someone representative of the head, you know, like a lower level agent, a clawling, if you will. Or just someone for the Trez Association or other organizations in the city that handle patents and stuff.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
Living in the city is like living in a minefield. There's so many things you can do wrong, taboos, the rules of the head, patents, as we saw, pissing off certain syndicates. But again, we only see the extreme sides of the city represented into the game. Life still goes on one way or the other, so it's not this nightmare as we see it.
보면 뭘 써야 하는지 딱 느낌이 오잖아요. 자, 봐라. 아까부터 두드려 맞고
And time to kill you.
끝박이 헷가닥 해붙는 것 같다. 목이 주잡스럽게 가서 모가지부터 거시기 해보는 것이.
There's nothing really here to see. Again, most of this stuff is automatic for clashes. If you're fast, we're better.
그러지. 그것은 그 짝에 갖다 써야지. 별로 어려울 것도 없잖아요.
여기가 엽서겠군.
Ah, no coin power next turn. What a shame. Part broken. Here we go. We have enough to do a double whammy on our throwing knives. Gregor really doesn't have anything he can do here. You just hit him. Hold on. Does she gain clash power or does she gain coin power? Ishmael gains coin power if she's faster than the target. So she is very good for one-sided attacks, unlike Ryoshu. Ryoshu gains clash power, so Ryoshu has to be clashing. She has to put herself in the line of danger. I love a good AoE. Let me tell you about Mondonosuke, my other character in the tabletop. I talked about Ryonosuke. I like playing Japanese characters. Sorry. I like playing samurais. One is a samurai, the other one is a yakuza. Mondonosuke, I'll talk about his kit and I'll talk about his backstory in a bit. His kit is strange. In the system, there's something called Vigor, which is when you have negative effects on yourself, specific negative effects, you gain power for your attacks. And he has Tremor Vigor. Now, Tremor works a little different on the system. Crushers or breakers? We'll go crushers or breakers. Tremor works a little different on the system, is that instead of like having count and potency, if you get hit while you have tremor, the tremor bursts, it consumes all the tremor, and you deal that much stacks of tremor as stagger damage. No, you have plenty of blood here. So you deal stagger damage to the character, and all the tremor is consumed. It only applies on the next turn. So this character has Tremor Vigor, and every single one of his attacks and skills that he has in game applies Tremor on self next turn. If he has 6 Tremor, he gains +3 power, and that's the limit. So by blocking, defending, moving, slashing, and doing stuff, he will be applying Tremor on self and gaining power in the next turn. Of course, getting hit would be really bad, because you lose all your tremor, and that means he loses all his power. What we do, however, is hit him with this.
내게 바쳐주지.
What we do, however, to avoid getting hit is that I gave this character a long weapon. That means his attack range is 2 squares. Most weapons have only 1 attack range, so he attacks people out of range so that he cannot be hit by their attacks, and even if he loses a clash, he doesn't get hit because he's out of range. It's very nice. I got a specific augmentation for him called Crowd Fighter. Crowd Fighter level 2 specifically, because Crowd Fighter level 2 allows him to, whenever he does a multi-hit attack, which is an attack with multiple hits, as the name implies, he can choose to target different characters with those extra attacks. It's very nice.
겁나.
But multi-hit attacks come with an innate -2 to the dice roll in general. And I try to compensate that with more Tremor Vigor on a skill to, you know, have a good amount of power. So this character uses a big-ass katana, Odashi, and this Odashi has an extra range, and once he's charged up, he swings a multi-hit attack, hitting 2 guys at the same time with a single swing, outside of their attack range. And because it's a Crowd Fighter level 2, which only has 2 levels, every one of my hits does the full effects inflicts of my kit, which he is a Kurokomo Clan Yakuza character, so he inflicts bleed, a lot of bleed. The character itself is very... I'm trying to properly get into character for him because he has a few quirks about him. For starters, he's old. He's like reaching his 50s. In the city, that's pretty impressive. He's been working for the Kurokumo clan for over 30 years. However, he has never passed the rank of assistant, which is under the captain. If I recall correctly, my ranks, and I'm going to mangle the pronunciation, I'm sorry. Wakashu is the starter rank on the Kurokumo clan. Then you become a Hosa, then a captain, and then the captain is directly under the patriarch. So, for example, Kurokumo Heathcliff here on Limbus Company, he's just a Wakashu. So he's just the lowest rank of all in the Kurokumo clan. But I guess that you stay in that rank for a long time before you get a promotion, so it's not indicative of power. Our guy, Mononosuke, he has stayed as a rank of a assistant of a Hosa under a captain for all of his career after he became a Wakashu. Not because he is incapable or done something bad, it's because he refused to go up because he was very loyal to his captain. Now, Mononosuke is a very tall guy. He's like a mountain, built like a fucking mountain. That's his entire shtick. He's very good with intimidation and using physical strength. And he has experience to boot, so he's not like a dumb brute that only knows how to do, you know, just know how to swing a sword. After a particular difficult month where they got into a lot of fights and managed to secure a lot of protection money, he and his captain and his underlings organized a private party where they, you know, unwind, relax, distress, drink, sing karaoke, do all those stuff. But because it has been a difficult month and they made a lot of enemies during this month, they needed to go somewhere private, someone that no one would find them. And so the captain had arranged for a private little place for them to have a good time. They went there and they were having a good time. However, because tragedy has to strike us somewhere in this beautiful tale, someone had hired a bunch of she assassins to go after the captain. Ah, welcome, your waddleness. She watering my heights until I remember. Welcome to the stream. I was just talking about my tabletop character. In any way, they hired a pack of she assassins to kill them when their guard was down. And of course, their guard was down. What do you want? What do you want? You want to show on stream? Hold on. He wants to be seen on stream. Look at him. Hello. You stinky dog, you stinky. Anyway, continue my tale about my tabletop character. The she assassins struck, they were all drunk, they were all having a good time, and so, yeah, everyone died. Mononosuke managed to kill off a couple of assassins, even being drunk and caught by surprise and unarmed. He managed to take down a few of the assassins, but it wasn't enough. Eventually, he was decapitated, and his captain was killed. How does he come back from that? Well, his captain has gotten for him as a gift for all his loyalty, all his years of loyal service, life insurance. And you know, life insurance is, you know, pretty good. 1, 2, 3. But that was the fastest one. What do you mean? I guess it's just going by order. His captain got him life insurance, so that even if he died, he would be revived. And since he got lucky and only got decapitated, his head wasn't destroyed, he was brought back. The life insurance guys came over, picked up his head, put it on a new body, and he is now suffering a little bit of survivor's guilt, similar to Gregor, you know, similar to Ishmael, that is, and he has vowed to find who put this hit on them and find the assassins themselves, because he's quite mad at this. I mentioned King before in the past and how he is the main thing that connects the players to one another. And so he has made a contract with King to find whoever put the hit on his boss and on his crew to avenge them. And there's also the fact that he feels extremely guilty for being the only one that survived out of the entire crew. You know, a bit of survivor's guilt. And so, this is the fact that he died and came back is my justification to make this character that is clearly a veteran. He has 30 years of service on the Kurokumo to be lower level because he got killed. He was putting like a clone of his own body, and his body is not yet, you know, acclimated with the head is not acclimated with the new body. And so he's having a few health issues, has to take a lot of medicine to make sure that his body doesn't, you know, his head doesn't reject his new body and all of that. And so that was the justification I put out for him being lower level. And that's my character, Mononosuke. He was a big mountain of a man with a big ass katana. He swings and hits multiple people with a single strike. But he was the only one that survived, and there's talk around that he was the one that called the hit, or he's going to be promoted now to captain, and how convenient it is that the captain that he served all these years died and he was the only one to survive. You know, mean comments on the back of like the Kurokomo clan, what's it called, grapevine. He doesn't mind those comments. It's not like he's dishonored. He feels dishonored. He feels like he should have protected his boss, and he has failed to do so. And because he has failed to do so, he must avenge him somehow. And that's the new character I have going. Because as not like a house rule, but something I recommended, and I'm doing it. Whenever a character levels up in my tabletop, they become unavailable for a few in-game days because they're out there training, they're getting their new augmentations or doing whatever it is they're doing to power up, and that's how I justify things, really. My character Ryonosuke has recently leveled up, and so I have put him away and got this new character. No, don't win rate this. Just kill that chicken. Kill that chicken. I really like him, but his build is garbage. And if I tell you that Tremor Vigor is good, it's not. Tremor Vigor is absolute garbage. Because you get hit once, you lose all your power, you take a shit ton of stagger damage, and you are forced to go into the defensive. Of course, the next step on my master plan for him when I level him up is to get the equivalent of Unrelenting, but for stagger. It's Undomitable. That allows you to ignore one instance of stagger. Think of it like Thumb Salt, Copper Mersault, where he, you know, reloads his gun and just gets back into action. The way I justify the usage of Tremor Vigor as well is the fact that he uses a high-frequency katana, Odashi, really. It's very nice. I guess extra percent more damage. And upgrade this. Ooh, rebates token. Very good. Another one. Another nostalgia. Yes. That is free poise for our poise boys. What floor are we in anyway? They're floor 4. Oh, this is going still slow. I need to up my... I spent half an hour talking about 3 IDs. I dread the day where I have to do like the Leo Association that has a shit ton of IDs and Blade Lineage. But I guess I won't be writing down what they do. I'll just be reading and understanding what they do. It's Glupo! Hello, Glupo.
자, 싸울 준비는 끝났어.
Alright, Glupo. Let's see how you rock.
이렇게 깝깝하게 쳐다만 보고 있고 그런다냐? 저런 놈들은 큰질 3번이나 탔어요, 그구만.
Let's see your voodoo. Let me just check the magical arrow. All right.
전투응대 나선.
여기
Hunt that nightmare. Ah, I didn't trigger. I probably want to make a new character soon, because one of my players had a bit of an issue where they want to be GM more than they want to be player, but they're just really downplaying how they are good at roleplay, but they just need more practice because our tabletop is only done on voice. We don't do it via text, and that kind of it's a lot different to roleplay on voice than it is to roleplay on text. It's 4. Which one goes first? Because they're both at 4 speed. Magical arrow, tell me your secrets. It's this one first. Let me just confirm that. Yep. And Ryoshu, can you really not clash against anything? Well, what a shame. It's that toad that you hate. It's Glupo. Glupo is... it's funny. It's a pathetic creature. I love calling him a pathetic creature. Nice dodge. There we go. We have Middlemer Soul recovering our sanity here. I love that ID. That is a very good support ID.
겁나를 내게 바쳐주지.
Unfortunately, we are a Gloom team, and he's apparently very resistant to Gloom because it's the Gloom creature. So this fight is going to take a while. It is a floor 4 fight anyway. I like the Toad's animation art style, but I hate fighting. Very boring in my opinion. It's a very simple fight, and if you have any sort of AoE, you can just break him apart. Because I think he has 3 different body parts. Yeah, he has 3 different body parts. What is he weak to anyway? He is weak to Envy. He's weak to Gloom? Really? Oh, he has Wrath, Gloom, and all around Envy. Oh, I have an Envy to you. I have Envy for you. I'm an envious little boy. Envy here. Envy here. And there we go.
전투응대 나선.
I am quite looking forward for more sessions in the tabletop. It's really a shame that we only play it once a week because of real life responsibilities. I would love to have a session in the middle of the week on Wednesdays. We used to have sessions in the middle of the week, but one of our players is an incredibly busy individual with family, with job, with college, and with Minecraft because, yeah, he's been consumed by it. Which brings me to a point. What the fuck happened to Minecraft? I mean, I played Minecraft when it was before Microsoft acquired it, way back in the day. Before, what's called, not dungeons, the... fucking bug flew in my ear. back when before the jungle was added and all that, and it was a fun game. It was hella fun. I took a look at my friend playing Minecraft, and I look, hey, that's very cool mod pack you have. I said, oh, this isn't modded. This is Minecraft default, and they have wings now. And oh my god, what the hell happened to Minecraft? I guess it was sold. There we go. I'm not gonna diss on the game that I don't play, but you know that feeling, it's not the Mandela effect. It's like, yeah, Minecraft is very different now. Hey, yeah, it's something that I was so used to playing in my childhood with my friends. We organized a little LAN party. We'd connect the computers all in the same room, and we'd play Minecraft together. And now it's this weird, modded looking thing. I already have all of these, so let's take the least offensive ones, which is Clash Power and Offense Level. Ooh, let's fight Jesus! I love going to fight Jesus. Jesus is a fun fight, and it shortens the string a little bit. Not that I don't enjoy playing, spending my time here with you guys, and I hope you guys are enjoying spending time with me. It's the fact that I have things to do, and today's a Sunday after all, and Sundays means the day following is Monday, and you know, I work very early in the morning. Place a stone over the tower. Let's get more poise. If you come back here, dog, I'm gonna put you on stream again. No. No. Go away.
저는 유능한 버틀러니까요.
Alright, final floor before we begin. Urge Tree Snare. Ooh, yes. This is very good. Where we have true/units, so it's going to benefit them greatly. Leveling is up. Slash attack skill, base attack skill stats. Let's applicate Urge Tree Snare. Eld Tree. Anything else we can do? We can sell that Burial Curse. And we can fuse for the tier 4 gift. Or try. Sinking. We take this, and this. And hope we don't get a crack rock. We got a crack rock. We're gonna have to do it again. Burial Curse. Rebate token. Row. Yeah, that's what we wanted. What else we can sell here? We don't have charge, so we don't gonna use this. We are full health, so we don't have to use this. We have a little bit of blunt, but this is kind of pathetic. What else? Yeah, that's pretty good. Enhance the artistic sense. And we're ready to fight. Like, I had experience with Minecraft before, but I played it heavily modded with my friend. And it was a fun time, but now I look at how Minecraft is. It really is not the same game. I remember something read recently how Notch would write notes about how the game is supposed to be eerie and focus on the loneliness of it. Which is, you know, kind of whatever. But still, now it's this colorful adventure where everything is happy and I don't know how to describe it. But then again, it's not a game I play actively because I don't see much fun for it for me. When I played modded with my friend, he was the one responsible for the mod pack. He would do his damnedest to make the game interesting for me, and I really like combat. I like exploring, adventure, and combat. Building things is really not for me. I'm really not a builder kind of person. Over here we're gonna have to take some hits from Jesus because we are in a timer. We have to kill those flowers. Thank you, Ishmael. I did depower you, didn't I? Stagger! Methinks I'm going to have to unleash the beast that is Ryoshu's WoW skill.
이제
I'm assuming that thing is going to be alive at the end of this. It's gonna die. That's true. AoE is targeted.
겁나를 내게 바쳐.
Unleash the beast, Ryoshu. Use your WoW ego. Destroy them all. Ah, how pretty.
3번 베어낸다. 과거를 1000번 단수하여 베어낸다.
Oh, just once? Did she stagger herself with that? Oh my god, I forgot. The Wrath Rose reflects damage.
버틸 자신 있어?
Ah! The Wrath Rose reflects damage on kill. She literally staggered herself doing that.
자, 여기서 쓰러진다면
Oh, this is going well. This is going so well, in fact.
이것이 여차하면
Ah, it's fine. As long as we kill the roses. This Tidal Elegy, that should kill it, but use it your other thing as well.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
Now, you ever seen an eagle get interrupted midway? Oh, we saw it now.
파도는 반드시 밀려올 테니.
그 새끼들 만들라고 했던 게
조명이 전멸하는 저곳을
하나 마시는 거야.
파도가 모든 것을 쳐부술 거다.
그것을
I think almost everyone who plays Limbus or Library knows the CEO who made it. Yeah, I mean, yeah. He makes it very clear that this is his game, this is his domain, and that he wants to keep the company as like a treehouse club where, you know, everything is very personal, everyone's tied together. That's why he doesn't expand his number of employees that much, even though he just, in that same stream, he has said that we're hiring. Because he wants to keep control over his creation, and he's unfathomably based for doing that.
한 놈만 잡아주려겠다.
Are you paralyzed? You are.
겁나를
It's kind of hard not to learn about Kim Ji-hoon, especially with all the memes going around. Every time he streams, he uses his dog avatar, and a deluge of art comes from Twitter. Stab that thing.
여기가 엽석이군. 눈부시지 않다 두려워하지
Just aura farm in front of Jesus there for a second, yeah.
그렇죠.
Alright, let's do some damage.
네, 늦어고
Flesh, the flesh. The desire for flesh is increasing.
겁나를 내게 바쳐주지.
귀여워. 당연히 그렇게 해야지. 그런 것은 자꾸만
I really need to stop poking my ear because that infection has not gone away, but I can't stop it because it feels good. And I'm very careful with it, don't worry. In any case, yeah, Kim Ji-hoon is an unfathomably based creature. You have no idea. Alright, now we know the rose reflects damage, we're not gonna hit it. Like with an ego. We're just gonna, you know, kill it with a normal attack. We should have enough men in Scabbard next turn to use the big attack. Very different from the CEO of McDonald's, if you know, sorry. Yeah, I know. He's like, I'm going to eat my product. It's so good. It's so tasty. It's a very good product. Yeah, I learned about it. I heard about it. Ah, it's time. It's time for big attack, big damage, big. And I like that. It's going to go here. First, we're gonna get rid of these fuck-ass flowers.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
Time to see the big ego from Arc Knights, the best one. Here he comes.
이 검은, 이 명예는, 이 영광은.
Ah, I wrote tails on last one.
이빨이지.
Good enough amount of damage. Sin time. The fact that the CEO called it a product instead of food, man, it's disgusting.
저는 유능한 버틀러니까.
옛날에 왜
Or maybe they just learn how to rage bait all of us. That's also a possibility. Keep that in mind. Because all clout is positive clout. It doesn't matter if you're saying something bad or good. If you're talking about the product, you are doing good.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
I do wonder, however, are we going to get another crossover? Because I would love if we got another crossover. I think I mentioned this before on stream, but I saw that the creative director for Warframe was playing Limbus company, so, you know, that could be a thing. That would be interesting.
여기가 뱃속이군.
All right. Are you ready? No, you'll be ready next turn.
근데 펴도 되지?
All right, the fight is practically won at this point.
검날 내게 바쳐주지.
But as one of my good friends said when he played a lot of MOBAs, it ain't over until it's over. When I played MOBAs with my friends, specifically Smite, I loved Smite. We pulled some victories that had no rights to be as clutch as it had. Stuff like we lost everything and we sneaked into the enemy base and still won. Right, Gregor, hit him with a stunner.
펴도 되지? 말 안 해도 알아서 잘하구만.
We can do 900 damage, no problem.
먼지를 떨어내줘.
That's good damage.
여기가
Very good. I didn't even get to use the attack again. What a shame. All right, we reached floor 5 of our daily mirror dungeon on 227. Not bad. Not bad at all. Better than this was much easier than Heathcliff. What the hell happened? Heathcliff has a killer attack, but we had such a hard time. I blame the crabs. I honestly blame the crabs and the butlers we fought at the beginning. We really had a bad time, and also the fact that I didn't bring any healing at all during that entire dungeon. So, yeah. Edgar family. Wow, what do we know about them? Edgar family. Ishmael is very boring. Very boring. She gains coin power, but she doesn't gain enough coin power. But she is a double O unit, so she is better as a bench warmer than anything else. She has a very good passive for sinking units for extra damage. Let me just claim my rewards here, and we'll talk more about the closing thoughts about this team. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, boy. What's taking so long? There we go.
끝까지 나와 있지
Right,
말고.
back out of here. So she's a W unit. She doesn't have really good attacks. Her skill 1 rolls an 11, can become a 13. Her 2 can become a 16, rolls a 14. And her 3 is a 13 to 16 with no extra effects. But she does apply slash fragility, defense down, lots of sinking count with her skill 3. So she got that going for her. She does have a critical hit bonus against targets that is lower than her. But her main thing really is to support your other sinking units, because an ally that is faster deals more damage for more sinking on the target of, 20%, and that's pretty good, I would say. It's a 5-owned gloom. If you're running a sinking team, she is an excellent support. Ryoshu is strange. She gains clash power on her attacks instead of coin power like Ishmael does, and that makes her good at clashing, sort of. Her numbers are very low for a triple O unit, but she gains clash power +3, and that can make her win clashes, but her main source of damage is hitting critical hits, and she deals more damage against targets that are marked by her because of her passive. It's her 3-owned I want to call this Justice's Pride. True Pride, so you gain more damage against targets with this. It's up to 60% on a critical hit. It's very good. And she has a conditional AoE that is incredibly powerful because it's just like a single conditional. 6 points count himself for true attack weight. It allows her to do a lot of spread around a lot of marks, and if you have the gifts that give bleed or give rupture on hit, it is very good for spreading those around. Her skill tree is a bit of a letdown. It's very it does raise trigger threshold like a tremor would do, but it's if the target is staggered on, it's very conditional. For example, you hit the guy and the first hit will raise the stagger threshold. If you stagger her on that hit, she will deal more damage on a critical on the second one, and if she does manage to get the kill on the second coin of her attack, she gets to do it again against a random target marked with Butler's mark. Unfortunately, I don't see that happening very often because it's very tight, the window for hitting someone and then killing them with a second hit. Sure, it will raise the stagger on the characters you're targeting, but it's a very tight window. Of course, if you're targeting someone that is weak to slash and wrath, that is going to happen. It's very nice, but otherwise, other than that, her main thing really is the attack weight on her thing. Her bench passive is not that good either. It gives more poise count for an ally that deploys last, so not really that good either. So she's really good for AoEs. And Edgar family heir is very good. He has very strong coin power, and his skill tree just gives him more coin power. He's a prime candidate again for replacing all his attacks with skill trees, because he's just going to be getting damage up and plus coin boost over and over again. It's a 50% chance if the target does not have sinking, and so he just becomes a beast if you switch up a few of those. Hello, Dem Devo, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, you caught me at the very end of it. I was just about to say goodbye. I was just reviewing the IDs we used today. Gregor's passive is crazy good as well, because it allows you to use Ego, and then the next turn you are going to gain damage up if you can't get the coin power up from the skill tree. He's a very good one. As for his support passive, I can't really recommend it. Combat when alive with least SP, lose 5 speed and gains 1 gloom damage up. You're trading 5 sanity for 10% more damage. So I don't really, it's gloom only, it's not even kind of slash or anything. So if you don't, I don't really recommend it. It's pretty good if you have a negative sanity ID that use gloom, like Kodia. Does she have gloom? Of course she has gloom. She has 2 gloom. So it is a very good ID to support Kodia, Nightmare Gregor. I just call it Nightmare Gregor, really. And that's it. That's my thoughts about this team. Ryoshu's good for AoE. Ishmael is good for being on the bench. And Edgar, Nightmare Gregor, is really good at stacking coin power up. And he becomes a beast. Well, that was it. That was a very good mirror dungeon. We talked a lot. We saw a lot of things. With that said, we are ending today's stream. Now, if you did like the stream today, please recommend it to your friends. And if you did not like it, please recommend it to your enemies. I don't have a funny line to say. I don't really have something to say about the maids and the air here about your enemies, but so that's it. Tomorrow, I don't know. I will announce whatever units I'm going to use tomorrow. Maybe I will do Liu or Blade Lineage. It's going to be a lot of yap, but you know how it is. It's a team with a full team, so it makes it much easier to roll the dungeon. What else we have planned? Probably on Tuesday or maybe Thursday afternoon, I will do Mirror Dungeon Extreme. I will try to do it this week because I've been putting that off for quite a while now. And April's Fools. April's Fools is arriving. It's quick on the horizon. Missing 15. So, yeah, look forward to that. That's it. Goodbye and until next time. What do you want, dog? The dog is here. Dog wants to be seen. Say goodbye, dog. Say goodbye. Look at this creature. Look at this creature. Anyway, bye-bye. You are a creature. You are a dog. Yes, you are. You are a horrid little creature. You're stinky. Why are you so stinky? I love you. What?